ready to finish this project. Let me see if I can get it in a good focus. Maybe, if we're lucky. And I can still see. No. Okay. I really dislike having to do this every time, but it's good. Okay. Let me mute that because you don't need to hear me twice. And I need to adjust it a little bit more since I'm working down at the bottom part. And I may have to, oh, that might work. Okay. There we go. Can we see okay? It's a bit shadowy. Ugh, my magnifying glass is so dirty. I better wipe it off today. Let me move that up just a tiny bit and scroll in a little. So I thought I had one color left, and when I was working on the color before this, I found another one that I found a couple of stitches I missed. So I'm gonna fix those first. There's only like, I think it's 3 stitches. So can everyone see okay and hear okay? Hopefully. I'm working with DMC on this one. I hope everyone has their coffee or tea, or as in me, I'm gonna have some water today. I usually love my caramel lattes, but I used the rest of my caramel this morning and I felt like there wasn't really enough time to make some more. So I decided to start dinner instead, so it'll be ready to start when I get done. Okay, so I missed some, let's see if you guys can see that. Do I need to zoom it in more? I have like 150 stitches on this to go, and pretty much it's all in one color except for these few pink ones. So I'm like super excited. I'm going to start something new. I am just gonna I'm just stitching it over. Didn't even worry about the it'll get covered up. And I don't care at this point. I just want this done. This was my first project that I thought that I would test out full coverage. I was trying diagonals and parking, and this is before I found ballpoint needles, and this is 18 count, and it was just dreadful with just regular needles and 2/1, and I hated it, so I didn't work on it for a long time. But I found that ballpoint needles work fine. I still don't like the look of the 2/1, but it's almost done, so I kind of don't care at this point. Some of the stitches look a little funky, so hopefully you can see that. I'm sorry I keep bumping let me let me tighten that up a little bit. Okay. And I have the magnifier in a different spot, so it's behind the camera, hopefully, but it's like right in my face. But that's okay. As long as I can see, I think that will be okay. Okay, so we mark those colors. Oh, I have eraser on. And we have 156 of the last color. Yahoo! Oh my gosh. I wonder how long. I don't even remember. I could probably look up and see when I bought this pattern. But oh boy, I'm just glad it is over. So it's testing out Chris's idea with the floss thing. but my floss was too long, so it doesn't pull out very well. It pulls out fine if it's not in the bag. But it worked, there's not that much floss of that color left. It worked fine for the shorter lengths, so it'll be great for blends. Oh, I forgot to put hand cream on again, so my hands look a mess. So I was hoping I would have finished this, but I was kind of working on different things this morning. I did a bunch. Let's see, how much did I do this morning already? I did 172 stitches on this already, so that's not too bad. Okay, so now what's left over is just a bunch of branches in this dark color. So I guess I'm just gonna meander. So that is the plan. I saved this for last because I'm kind of worried about like the dark color, or the dark colors bleeding onto the lighter colors. Well, not necessarily bleeding, but if you do the light colors after the dark colors, I find that they get a little muddy, and it's just from the fibers. It's not the dye, it's just the fibers are fluffy or whatever. And so that is the plan. So I don't know if anybody's here yet. Hopefully. I can't see the count because it's too far up. I'm finally sitting comfortably, so it's like I have to stretch my neck to see the phone screen. But it looks like it's in a pretty good position. I think my hoop is not straight on my stand, and this is really loose. This fabric was on the small side. I want to say that I did 2 inches instead of 3, or 8. Not 8. I did 6 centimeters instead of 8 centimeters for margins, because I was, being frugal, and there was plenty on the side. There was a bunch over on the other side, but I think it was just a piece that was left over, and I thought, well, I'll just be careful. But my Nerge hoops, they are too big, and they're pretty small. So I am using a Nerge hoop. I'm using the plastic Nerge that my friend Christina gave to me, and I was going to give back to her before she left, but she left. I didn't see her since. I was going to give her all my plastic Nerge hoops because I really, if you can see, it's not tight at all. I can never get them tight enough, and I can't stand that. I like my fabric drum tight. I think it makes the stitches neater. So, also, Alex did not go to school today. He woke up this morning and he said he didn't feel well, which we don't know what that means. It could just be that he was tired or whatever. And I was like, whatever. I wasn't going to push him because I knew if I pushed him, then he would melt down. And, this kid has gone to school every day. He is, until maybe 2021, he was hardly ever ill. Like, he never missed a day of school. And if he was ill, it was like right around Christmas time. And so, if he doesn't want to go to school, I'm not going to make him. It's just what it is. I mean, if he was, college prep, trying to get to college, it would be different, but he's not. And on Tuesdays they do gym, and I'm guessing that's why he doesn't want to go. He's not interested in working out and whatever. And with his moods lately, he probably would completely freak out. So, yeah, he ate lunch. This boy is addicted to Spanish rice now, so he ate the last portion of it. I had froze a bunch of it, and he ate half of mine and a full portion of his last night, and then he wanted it for lunch today, so he had the other portion. So usually it's hot dogs all the time, and he dissed the hot dogs for Spanish rice, so it's kind of interesting. I couldn't even eat it all; it was too much for me. So I gave him most of mine. It's kind of good. I'm just following the empty spots, meandering as I go. So, what is everyone else working on? Hope you got something good. I've been watching, by the way, Cross Stitch Meadow, the diagonal parking tutorial he has. Wow, that is, it's really long. I've only done the first half, but it's just so clear, and you can tell he's a teacher, definitely. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to do a top left start and try it out. If I don't like it, I'll just switch back to typewriter, but it seems really like doable. And I like that. Oh, you know what? I should have done. Okay, well, I'm like caught myself into a corner, but that's okay. I'll just go there. Hi, Renee. Good morning to you. I was just talking about Chris from Cross Stitch Meadow. I was watching his video, and the one thing that I have had issues with a lot of techniques is like, okay, so when you do, for example, you do typewriter, there's like not really any rules. So, you just you're just picking the symbol and you're just going wherever. And decision making sometimes is difficult for me. I can definitely overthink. And if Christina's here, she would definitely testify to that. And probably Fred as well. They all know me. So the whole idea of it is, how do you decide where you're going to go? And I found that was also similar when I was doing Royal Rows, that when I did it row by row, I'd use the snake method. I didn't really have to think much. I knew what I was doing. I knew where I needed to go. But then the parking, where to park, was sometimes, like, oh, do I park it here or do I park it there? And so I watched his tutorial. I've only watched the row by row part, which does definitely appeal to me. I'm going to give that a try. Because I do like, when I do tent stitch, I do row by row. And so he has a set, oh, that's not right. Oh, I went the wrong way. He has a set rule on where he parks. And so when I usually look for the closest place to park, but then, I kind of like, well, is this a good place? Is it good for that? But he always, even if you end at here, you go back to the beginning of your row and you park the nearest to the beginning of the row. And I was like, you know, having a guideline like that was helpful. Let me see. I want to, and I was like, I kind of blocked myself into a corner here. I want to end this, but there's no real, I don't want to turn my work over. I mean, I could, but I'll just do this pin stitch that I usually do instead. So yeah, so I'm gonna give it a try today, I think. So hello Clara and hello Busy Mom, welcome in. I'm guessing you're in the work club, Busy Mom, and yeah, so I am going to start I'm not sure if any of you have seen it, but it's called Forest Friends. It's super cute. I asked Alex to help me figure out what to pick, and he like picked everything, and so I had to make my own decisions. Okay, got it. There we go. And I'll just take that up there so I can cut it off. And hello, Tracy. Welcome in. And there's that. Yeah, they are. They're all great. And at first when I looked at it, I thought, oh, it's going to be a lot of block stitching, which honestly I don't mind. And I forgot a stitch here. Oh, I can do that real quick with this little piece of thread. I missed a stitch. And I thought, oh, they're going to be a lot of block stitching, but they're not. They're kind of a nice, is there a stitch there? No, there's no stitch there. They seem pretty good, you know, a nice mix. So I thought, yeah, I'd like to give it a try. I wasn't going to start anything new, like I said, but so instead of starting Red Rock Mystic, which I already know how that looks, I already know how that stitches, I thought that I would start that instead with the fabric I got for Red Rock Mystic. And I'm going to do a loop end. Since I'm only doing one stitch and I don't want to turn over my work, I'll try this. I'll try a loop end, so it's like a pin start loop end. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, that seems to work. Oh, it's that is secure. Nice. Yeah, and that's the thing is I am curious about different methods. I think it would be really good. Let's see. I'm just catching up real quick. Alex is right though. LOL. They're all great. Yep, they are. I do the same as Renee with my stitching, but I do want to go and look at Chris's method of stitching. And Renee says, yes, Clara, it's always curious about other methods. What count fabric are you going to use for it? So I bought some 18 count that I wanted to try 1/1. Just, you know, my eyesight is really poor. So, and I already know that I don't like 2/1 on 18 count. And I've been doing 1/1 for my dalliance, my long dog. And so I thought, you know, it's a good thing to try it out. And if I don't like it, there's plenty of fabric that I can restart on the other end, do something else with it. But my plan is that I have Gamer Nouveau that I want to do on 18 count. And so this will give me a little test to see. And then I can see how it looks. And if it doesn't look okay, then I'll give the fabric to Christina. So yeah, Christina just sent me a message. I don't know if she's on. Is she here? No, maybe. And Scanist says, here watching on TV while doing some chores. Thanks for the stream. You're very much welcome. Welcome in. And I used to watch on the TV too, so I understand. And Renee says 2/1 on 18 count is finicky. That's what I'm doing on many of my projects, and it's slowing me down because I have to be, it has to be precise. Exactly. Oh, I have my other glasses on. I was like, why can't I see this? Ugh. My chair is very, it moves around a lot. So, whoa, didn't mean to do that. I don't even know what I did. My chair moves around a lot. So then I'm constantly figuring out where things are. So anyway, so yeah, so back to this. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it will work out. I have a piece of fabric that is a 50 by 65, I think. So it's like a fat quarter, you know. Well, no, it's, yeah. Is that a fat quarter? Well, it's a 1/2 meter. Yeah, it would be a 1/2 quarter, or you know, a quarter. The fat quarter. Okay, I can talk. Because the fabric is 110 wide, but I think the 110 is, they're counting the salvages, which are quite big, but that's okay. At 1 meter, so a 1/2 meter would be 50 centimeters, and a half of the other one would be 65. So yeah, something like that. Or something. The other thing is I'm using DMC on this. And this DMC, like if I compare it to Fairy Floss and my vintage DMC, the one that I have for Dalliance, this is like wimpy. It's like kind of not great. So I don't know. So this whole project kind of irritated me from the start. And I was still really new at full coverage. I'd only really done samplers and, you know, little projects. I mean, this is a little project. But, you know, like floss is really expensive. And I bought a bunch of floss for this. And I'm like, I'm not giving up on that. So, yeah. So it's taken me like 2 years or something to finish it because I always hated working on it. This floss is really long too. It feels like it's longer than a meter. See if I can find a nice path. So I decided to check out a recipe for the Instant Pot for I'm not sure I'm saying this right because my Spanish is super rusty, but arroz con pollo in the Instant Pot. So my bestie Gemini and I had a chat about a good recipe that would work with my Swedish ingredients, my picky kid, and all that stuff. And so Gemini recommended some things. So it said to do the sautéing and, you know, put the tomatoes and the broth in there and let it sit until after the stream. And then when the stream is done, I can put the rinsed rice in and put the chicken on top and cook it. So I'll have dinner done soon after I finish streaming instead of trying to make dinner when I get done. So this is the plan. I'm actually trying to be a little bit on top of things. So Alex doesn't eat chicken. very often, so this is going to be a test. He's got hot dogs if he really doesn't want to eat it. It's finding all the little holes and filling it in. So yeah, that's what's for dinner. It's, you know, it'll be a Tex-Mex version, I think. Let me check this. Okay, so Renee is winding yarn, and Clara's asking, what are you going to crochet or knit, Renee? And yes, chicken and rice is yummy. I'm knitting socks with some yarn my daughter gave me. Oh, how nice. What kind of yarn did you get? Are you okay, Alex? Okay, okay. Oh, he just made some weird noises. I'm still like traumatized. Oh, Laura. Are you okay? Okay, okay. I'm just making sure you're okay. Oh, yo, yo. It's like he was stretching and making noises, and it was kind of freaking me out. Oh, shoot. I'm buffering. Oh, okay. Phew. It's buffering. I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully it's okay. Okay, there it goes. I noticed the music went off too at the same time. That was kind of... Oh, it might have just been me. I don't know. My Spotify music went off too, so it could be that it was just the computer. I'm not using the computer to stream, so it could have been just the computer was buffering because it's crappy computer and old Wi-Fi. So yes, baby. You're gonna shower. Okay, good job. Good idea. Alex, that's a good idea. You should shower. What? Yeah, you're sweaty. Go shower then. Yeah, you're okay. That's okay, baby. Your towel's in the drawer. All right, I guess he decided he wants to shower. I don't have to push him to do it. No, it's fine, baby. I fixed it this morning. No, they're okay. Just hang them up. Okay. Okay. You're okay. He's decided he's sweaty, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't make me go and help him. Oy, oy, oy. He's the showering stuff has always been his dad's thing. I don't, it's always just been like when we had a bathtub, because his dad likes to take baths in the bathtub. It was always his dad that, did the bathtub with him. And then as he got older, it was like the dad was the one that, showed him how to make himself clean and stuff. So he's almost never showered here. He always showers at his dad's house. So it's kind of weird. I'm like, he's got boy parts. You got boy parts. You deal with the boy parts. Have to. There's like I should have done these stitches maybe a little bit at the same time. I'm like trying to see where because there's a bunch of white white, and then there's a bunch of empty stitches, and I'm like, where are they? That was kind of a bad idea. When I started this pattern, I started it doing it diagonal, and I actually looked at a caterpillar cross stitch tutorial, like a really old tutorial that they had about parking, and the person who did the tutorial, she was like, she wasn't a parker. She didn't really like to park, so it wasn't a great tutorial for that, I think. So I still wasn't really, I mean, like if I had seen Chris's video, that would have been perfect. But anyway, because I was trying to do it diagonal parking. And then I gave up and then we just started just stitching wherever. So Renee is going to do Vanilla Socks self-striping yarn. So easy is fine with me. Yeah, I love Vanilla Socks. What brand of yarn is it? You said it was a wool bamboo, right? Hold on 1 second. I need to yell in there and see what he's talking. Okay. He's in the bathroom. Our apartment's not very big, but the bathroom he's got the door shut and he's yelling at me and I can't hear him very well, and I didn't want to yell too loud. So, yeah. So yeah. Anyway. So I haven't even marked these stitches off because I'm just stitching away here. Renee says, I rarely follow sock patterns, but I do have 2 favorite books that I've done patterns from, and I have some that I've downloaded online years ago that are favorites. Usually just vanilla, though. Yeah, I love vanilla socks. They're great. So, but what kind of yarn was it? Did you say the brand? I think you said it was wool bamboo, right? I did a few years ago. I bought some. It was cotton elastic from Regia. It was interesting yarn. So, yeah. But wool bamboo sounds kind of nice. I do like bamboo in things. Like I have my own blend that I bought from World of Wool in the UK a couple years ago that has a little bit of bamboo in there, and it makes it just adds a little silkiness to it. So this, I'm like, how much can I get off this thread here? Oh, it's just like the blue just makes it like brighten up all of a sudden. That's nice. I think there's a stitch there. I think I'm going to end this thread. Maybe, actually, I think I'll go like, I'll try this. Mary Maxim. Okay. Yeah, you know, I haven't had Mary Maxim stuff in a long time. I used to get Mary Maxim. My mom always bought from them. But I have, you know, it's probably since the 90s or something. Oh, I'm playing yarn chicken, or thread chicken here. Maybe. Kind of being careless. I usually am more careful about how this looks, but I'm kind of done with this pattern. Okay. I'm going to end this, and then I think probably one more thread will do it. Maybe. I have to look and see what's left. How is the Mary Maxim sock yarn? Is it good? I've never tried it. You know, I usually do. My favorite, I think, is opal. Usually the undyed opal, and then I do my own self striping or. What's that other one called? Is it citrine, something like that. That is really nice yarn. It holds up great. Actually, I'm wearing some West Yorkshire Spinners sock yarn. It's a Christmas yarn because all my socks need darning, and the only ones that don't are my Christmas socks. It's so bad. Okay, so now let me check this and see. I don't really need to mark them off, but I want to see where this is going. Yeah, so I don't miss them. Oh, there was another stitch there. Okay, well, there's a stitch there. So it's like really hard to see because the white there's like a bunch of white around there. And now I can't even find it again. Where'd it go? Here. I have to look at that a little closer. There might be a white thread there. Oh, that's not done. Wow. See, I'm noticing a bunch that I didn't see. Okay, 60 threads, 60 stitches left. Woohoo! Nice. Okay, so Clara says, I spun some wool bamboo into fingering weight, but I can't remember if it's machine washable or not. Just frogged a cardigan that I was knitting using the yarn. Started years ago. This is the first Mary Maxim I've tried so far. It's nice. It was in a pull skein, but I'm balling it up to use my yarn bowl. Another gift from my daughter. Nice. I have a really nice yarn winder, and I've been super lazy and not getting up and just doing it. So the last yarn that I was working on, I just I wound them into hand balls of yarn. I was like, I don't care. which is weird because I'm pretty pedantic about that kind of stuff. And yeah. The yarn I'm using that I have right now, I got off Amazon. It's a German yarn called Grindal Sockenwollen wool. Can't speak German, so you know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I could get up and, you know, make sure nothing's in the way of the ball winder, and I have it set up on a little counter, so you know it's there ready, but I haven't dusted the counter in a long time because I haven't used it, so then I have to dust it, and yeah. So I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to mark that stitch so I remember to go back and do it when I have a little bit of thread left. I'll use this one. Let's see if I can remember where it's at now again. Here. I'm just gonna, real quick, I'm gonna move the magnifier. Oh, no. I'm just double checking. Oh yeah, it definitely is not there. I can't. There, okay. It's one of those air erase pens. So okay. Oh, I did too already. Oh, oh, it's not caught up again. Go on, say it again, Suze. What am I supposed to say, Fred? Clara, now you can start something else with that yarn. Yeah, and you know, you can always do a little swatch and then wash it. You could do that. Okay, so let's see, what path should I do? You know, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip my work. I'll do this stitch because it's really close to some other stitches. So I'll flip it and I'll sew the end in a little bit. I'll weave it in. And you guys can see the back of my work. It's a tragic mess, I'm sure. Good morning, Fred. I have another bamboo wool. Okay, here we go, flipping. Okay, so I wanted to go. Yes, it's dirty, baby. No, you're okay, sweetie. You're okay, baby. I love you. Oh, wow. That was pretty close to where it needed to go. No, it wasn't. That was white. Okay. You're okay, sweetie. No, it's not ready yet. It's Saturday. Oh, he's stressing. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully he'll go and play on his computer and it'll calm down after he takes a shower. I think I put that up too high. So I'm gonna finish this. Yay! Like, can I see where these? Oh, this is. I didn't want to work on this, but I really want to finish it. So, but I'm struggling to see the. I'm struggling to see where the threads need to go. This pattern was a perfect example of where you use the little face icon in Saga. Because of all the light color, I couldn't tell what was stitched and what wasn't. And I actually crocheted for a few minutes this morning. I was messing around. Oh, that's right. That's what I was doing. Oh, I was messing around with some Saga files this morning, and I actually fell asleep. I had one blend thing to fix, and I totally fell asleep with the tablet in my lap. I went to bed too late, got up too early, and then Alex came in and he's like, "Mommy, you're sleeping." I'm like, "Oh, sorry." That's what. So I was a little behind on doing things. So I didn't get coffee until like 11. Let's see. Let me double check where I'm at. I did that stitch. I did that one. 47 more stitches to go. Woohoo! So what is everyone working on? And Fred, are you printing out something cool today? I want to know. So I think that I'm going to it's like which direction? I'm in a fork in the road. I think I'll go this way. There's like a fluff there. Darn it. Renee says, my Apple Watch is always telling me I don't get enough sleep. I know. These watches, they like to stress you out. I have a friend who's a pharmacist, and when I first started having fainting spells a couple years ago, she was really worried about it, so she gave me her old Garmin smartwatch, because she wanted, she was worried that the doctors weren't doing anything. So she gave me her old watch. She said it was just sitting around anyway, so she gave it to me. And this thing, I swear, it gives me, like, the other night I had a chicken burger, which usually is fine, but I guess ate it too fast or something, and all of a sudden my watch is alerting me to a irregular heartbeat, which it's not. It's just me, have eaten too fast, and then, I'm like jittery or whatever. But it's scary when that happens. Oh no. But without this smartwatch, I would not be here, because I wouldn't have even considered checking my pulse the day that I had I needed my pacemaker. So smartwatches are good. Oh, also I found when you wind yarn by hand, the smartwatch thinks you're doing steps. Kind of a hack. And Fred said, the large gyro fidget finished printing a bit before I woke up. Feeling gross today, so unless I feel better soon, I'm going to hide upstairs under the AC vent. Yeah, and Renee says, oh, I'm getting my steps in. Yeah, exactly. It's such cheating, but, I like it when I get steps from blow drying my hair. Like, seriously, these watches are just silly sometimes. But it was really surprising when my thread was getting tangled. When I had my accident, I wanted to make sure that I didn't end up with a blood clot or anything, because it was on my thigh. So, you know, I would get up every couple of minutes, you know, every 15 minutes and walk a little bit. I got a lot of steps in just doing little tiny bits of walking around the apartment. I was pretty surprised. I think I'm blocking myself into a corner here. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Just gonna the heck with it. I'm just gonna travel, live dangerously. I mean, I'm not wearing it. Don't have to worry about floats like in knitting. So I didn't make coffee because I didn't really feel like it. I had my coffee late this morning, so I didn't really feel like it. So I brought myself one cookie and 2 pieces of chocolate for my fika today. And okay, so I'm gonna end this. I have some Lind chocolate. It's one of those, you know, posh brands. And it's called Fusion. And it's like a dark and milk chocolate together. It's so good. So, yeah. Fred says, steps. When I was in Australia, I walked like 6 to 10 miles a day minimum. It was so gross. I know, walking. That's why I love riding my bike. I'm not a walker. I don't like to walk. And Renee says, I had 2 pulmonary embolisms, scary, but I survived. Good. I'm glad you survived. That does sound scary. Okay, we have, oh goodness, we're almost done. Well, I'm almost done. 22 stitches left, and the last thread that I have out for this color. Wow, that was pretty good. I used the in Saga. There's like a little, you know, you can what do you call it? Look and see how much floss you need. It'll calculate the floss, and it doesn't always work. For example, on the project that I'm going to start next, it's showing 2/1 because I didn't edit it. I often edit the Saga files so that if I'm doing it 1/1, but the mock-up looks a little funky. So, you know, yes, I know you had pancreatic cancer. Come on. You're okay. You made it. You like the sympathy. No, I'm joking, Fred. I'm glad you survived it. I would be super sad if I didn't have my fake spouse. Okay. Have a good meeting and hope to see you soon. Busy mom. Okay, here we go. 22 stitches to go. Woohoo. Fred, I'm going to start a new project. Remember, I showed you the, I can actually show a mock-up of it. The little cute one with the squirrel, hedgehog, and owl. Yep. I decided that I'm finishing this and I can start a new project. I was going to start Red Rock Mystic, but I'll just go buy some more fabric for that. Also, this will give me a chance to test out the 18 count, you know, the 18 count 1/1. Okay, we're in the home stretch. Yay! Then I better check and make sure I don't have any stitches left. I still think it looks like a hot mess. I noticed some of the stitches are just like super wonky, but it's because of this 18 count. I think this 18 count is even like more tight. I don't know, because I have some DMC 18 count that I'm doing dalliance on, and it doesn't feel like this. So I don't know. Now let's see how long he takes a shower for. Double check my pattern here. Yeah, see there? I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like white stitches right here. I couldn't see them on the Saga app either. Okay. I almost missed them here too. Which actually, it's not right. I counted wrong, but we'll fill it in anyway. Ow. Sorry, that was my knee. Just cracked it. Okay, so Renee says, I love the hedgehog, that hedgehog. I was tempted to do the cat. I might go back and get that chart too. Yeah, the cat was super cute. Cassie was going nuts for an old crochet test I did last night. She got it stuck under the chair and then got herself stuck under the chair. So I had to crochet a quick cat toy for her last night because God forbid she plays with the $300 worth of cat toys I have for her and Jason. Yeah, she's your cat. Well, she's Rich's cat, but yeah, she's a diva. Hopefully she didn't learn any bad habits from Marilyn. The cat was super cute. I was like, oh, maybe. And then there was the purple one with the fox, and I think it's a fox and a bunny. And I was like, oh, that one's super cute too. I asked Alex, he wanted all of them. He wanted the seafood ones. But I think that for me, that felt like they were too, there was a lot of sky stitching, which I don't mind sky stitching, but I thought, oh, it was a little bleak. And then there was the one with the bear with the Liliecombe Valley, the Lily of the Valley, sorry. I said it in Swedish. It's almost time for the Lily of the Valleys to come out. That's like a super Swedish thing. In May, they start blooming. And so the tradition was that students would pick the Lily of the Valleys for their teachers at the end of the year. So where I used to live when I first moved to Sweden was called Gävle, and it was the county it's in is called Gästrikland. So if you know the coffee 𝐒𝐈𝐓, that is actually roasted in Gävle. And so Gävle smells like coffee. I started drinking coffee because of it, because the whole city smells like coffee. It's just amazing. But anyway, the landskap, so the it's sort of like how in the States we have state bird, state flower, state, all that stuff. They also do that here. They have like each of these lands, which is a little bit bigger than a county. They have what do you call it? And I'm finished, by the way. Whoa. I'm just talking through it. I finished 100%, I think, anyway. Wow. Awesome. I finished something. Clara, this is from Cross Stitch Meadow. The guy that was has that really good tutorial on diagonal stitching. So, yeah, hello, Laura. So I finished. Wow. That's awesome. Okay. Woohoo. So, done. Hoi, oi, oi. That's awesome. 100%. Okay. And, Fred, if you want to, since you can insert a link for the Etsy shop, maybe, if you feel up to it. And let's see. My cat doesn't play anymore. She's 17 and slowed down now. Yeah, that's sad. And Clara wanted to know where the patterns were. And Renee said they're on Etsy. I mean, their Cross Stitch Meadow has them. It's on Etsy. And Fred says 17. She's well loved. Okay, I'll take a look. I'm behind the times. And Renee said, yes, she is. Which Etsy shop, huh? Me? Cross Stitch Meadow. Nobody can really do links except for moderators, and Fred's a moderator, so that's why he can do a link. Yeah, Chris paints with watercolors, and the charts are from those paintings. OMG. I went to his webpage and looked at his watercolors. Amazing. They were so beautiful. It's like, and if you look at, there's one on the Etsy shop that, what do you call it? There's one has some autumn leaves. If you scroll through the picture, you know, like you can look through the pictures. He shows a little video of him painting that with watercolors. And yes, the little kitty, isn't that so cute? He said that the kitty was, what do you call it? That cat was his kitten that passed away last year. So that's sad. But so it's a painting, it's a picture he drew of his cat to remember his cat by. So that was really cute. So anyway, look at that. We're done. Okay. Yeah, it's sad. And it's a really adorable picture too. So in his video, he's working on that pattern. So now you get to see my legs, maybe. So I'm done. Check it out. Let's see. Let me move this real quick. Oh, I tightened it. Let me see if I can get it in the camera. So that's what it looks like. Oh no, I'm not spinning the wheel. I already spun it. It's a new start. Oh, there's my legs. 1 second, it turned out really good. 1 second, real quick. Okay, sorry, I had to yell at the boy to make sure he washed. Because, you know, stinky boys. So, and I prepared my new hoop. New fabric. Look at that. New. And Dragon Lady showed up. And I know it's early for you, so don't worry, it's okay. I have a hair hanging out here. Hold on a second. Yes, Biscuit. Yeah, it's in the drawer, baby. Okay, good. Let's see if we can get this in there the first try. I didn't really want to do, doing prep work kind of thing, but I figured, you guys don't mind. You know how it works.
Yeah, I got this blue towel.
Okay, yeah, you get your blue towel, baby. Yeah, I think I will hoop frame it. Sorry, Alex is talking to me, so. What is it, sweetie? I couldn't hear you, baby. You're wet. Oh, that's not straight. The magnifier is in the way. Okay. See, here's another lazy thing, too. I edged my fabric by hand because I'm too lazy to take my machine out. You're what? You didn't yell at me. You're right. You're okay, baby. I love you. You're a good boy. Let me get that where it needs to be. Let me move it up a little bit. There. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I can put that away. Yeah, I was going to get one of those, what do you call it? Nerge has them. They're like little, actually, I have one right here. One of these kind of hoops. That are like, they're really. Just bigger. I think that's a 6 inch. The pattern's a 6 inch. And so, here we go. Oh. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. And I think we should be able to see okay with it there. So, if no one has seen the picture...
You can come and ask.
No, I can't come and ask. I'm stuck, Biscuit. What? Yeah, you can hang the towel up. In the bathroom.
Or in the drawer.
No, it's wet, so it doesn't go in the drawer. No, you don't need help. You're a big boy. Yeah, you're fine. You're a big boy. Holy moly. No, I'm not mad at you, baby. You're okay. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to work on. Let me move that down. And then this phone is almost dead, so oops, there you go. It's gonna die. I'm gonna turn that off.
Well, what are you doing?
Here, go plug that in for me, baby. Thank you.
This is your battery.
Yep, it's almost dead. Okay, well, you guys got to see it. I was like, oh no, it's like so close to not. It said 30 seconds until it was going to turn off. Did you plug it in, baby? It's actually, it's not my phone. It's his dad's old phone. We bought, yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay, baby. You don't need to, no, you're okay.
Your phone is charging. Your phone is charging.
Thank you. Put your naked body somewhere else, okay?
No, I don't want to.
We don't need to see your naked. Luckily, you guys won't see his naked.
It's mine.
Yeah, it's yours. It's your naked. Okay, so I'm gonna use, I want to test out using the Clover pen again.
Got food on the couch. It's sticky.
You got food on the couch.
Yeah, I had a mess.
Okay.
I had a Spanish rice on the couch. It's messy.
Okay. Why did you make a mess? This actually works really well on this fabric. So here's 2, 4, 6, 8. No, don't be angry.
I'm just happy.
Good.
Mommy, I'm just being a good boy.
It's not as nice as the... Yes, Alex, I'm doing a live stream. Yes, you're a good boy. You don't need to keep saying it. I know you're a good boy.
It's my birthday on Saturday. It's taking long.
Yeah, it does look a little bit. It is a little better. This one, well, the other one was a 16 count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't know. I saw somebody who did this on Yogi's Facebook group. They had marked it every 2. And, you know, honestly, I am very counting. I'm not very good at counting. So this was very helpful. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Chris's method on, whoops. Oh, well, it's fine. I'll just do it. Chris's diagonal method. I'm going to try it. No, that was a mess. Yeah, whatever. 4, 6, 8, 10. So he does like a 3 by 3 square. 4, 6, 8. I think the fine pen is nice. The tip on this is really nice. It's not, it's not, what do you call it? A felt tip. So I have some that are German. These one, well, this one's the Prim, which I really like this one, but it ran out of ink really fast. Let's see if I put it in the camera. But it's got a really nice tip. So actually I might use that for counting just because it'll look nicer. But I'm not going to go any farther than that anyway. So I'll just mark these. It's very, I'm going to replace this one because I do like the tip on this one. But, and then I have the German ones, which I bought first. And they're just like super thick. I have to make sure I'm in the camera. And so they're they're just like, there's no way. This is 18 count. I'm testing out doing 1/1. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't look good, I will use it for something else and decide then. Are you having more cookies, Biscuit? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Opening up the pattern. I'm gonna set up diagonal. I haven't actually done anything on the pattern.
I have to go to school on Wednesday.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. You have to go to school. Okay, Biscuit. I'm on live stream. Okay. Yeah, you're okay. Let me see. I want diagonal lines. I haven't set this up, so this is really off. Let me fix the camera. It looks like it's crooked. I haven't set up any of the new pattern because it was kind of a last minute idea. Let's put that right. And I really like Saga. You can do the diagonal box. Have you guys ever seen that? It's really great. I actually can move this up in the hoop I'm thinking that if I move this up just a tiny bit, then it'll be a little flatter because I don't need it. I can still get here. These are gluten-free cookies. I have not tried them. I'm guessing they're fine, but I'm not allowed to have them because yeah. So I can show you real quick. Let me take my tablet out. Let's see. Let me move the lamp. So, okay, hold on a second. Let me put the box back. Okay, so, and you can see Christina's here. I'm gonna put her away. Okay, so I'm in the box, right? Let's see, I'm just try to move it so you guys can see. There, maybe? Okay, so when you go into you long press the box, and I usually click on display. I change the color because this one's a little too bright for me. So I like a little bit, well, like I like the green bright, you know, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So then I click this, right? And say, okay. And now I want to make my box so that I'll do this one first. So I can go like that. And there's my first diagonal. So then if I want to say I want to work on this diagonal, I would go like this. You kind of have to adjust it accordingly. And like that. And then you've got your next diagonal, and then you can just move it. Once it's that size, you can just move it and then expand it. So that my tablet is, I mean, it's a good it's fine tablet, but it's very it's not very sensitive to the touch because it's really cheap. But it works. So I'm going to start in this little diagonal. Oh, and the other thing you can do, you notice how gray it is? So if you go back into the box, you go to color, and for some reason it turned the display off. Okay. So if you click this right here, let me move it up. This one here, you can change the intensity of the background. I usually don't like it very dark, but because I'm going to do Chris's method, I'm going to make it darker so I'm not tempted to work in the other diagonals, but just use it to park. So I'm going to test that out and see how it goes. I think it's kind of interesting. That was an idea I had earlier. So then I press OK. The other thing is, this is the diagonal button right here. Let me turn the box off for a second so you guys can see the screen again. So here's the diagonal line. Oop, don't want to see me. So you can, and then you can long press that, and you can change the directions. You can do zigzags. You can change the color. And this one, I'm using this one because this one lines up to where I want the zigzags to go. So, and then you can change the color, but I'm going to leave that color just because I changed the other one already. So, and then, oh, also, I always, let me make sure it's in the screen. I always turn this off, the S, and I'm going to turn on parking. The S, when you do your symbols, it will take the symbol away of the threads that are already done so that it doesn't confuse you. I like it. The other thing I would normally do is I would normally do the cross hairs, but I'm not sure I'm going to bother with that right now since I'm doing diagonals. So I'm going to leave it off. Wait, went too far. So there, you can change the color. Oh, and the other thing I would do is I would change the color of the highlight box. I don't really like black. You know, why would I want black? I could have different colors. So I will probably do something like, I kind of like, wait, that's the wrong way. I kind of like orange. Or maybe, ooh, that's kind of pretty. So I'll probably do something like that. So I can see. I'm not sure you guys can see. Oh, it wasn't in the screen. Sorry. Okay, well, anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. And so I'm gonna turn my box back on. And I think I'm ready to start. So then also the other thing is I'll leave it. Let's make sure it's in the screen. Wait. Oh, I just turned it off. It's not in the screen. There we go. So I'm going to, because I'm going to pick my numbers manually, I'm going to turn off the by number. So then I can just pick it, I'll pick it from the first one. You know what I mean? And hopefully you guys saw that, because I can't really tell the screens behind the times. But, as I said, I can do videos of tutorials if anybody's interested. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And Fred, you would definitely survive without gluten. Don't be a little titty baby. Okay. I'm gonna tuck this right there so it's not hanging out in the way. Okay. So now we're ready to go, right? And work. There we go. Okay. So and then I'm gonna stretch that out. And my first color is ecru. Oh, that's interesting. Let me put my cart. I still like doing the by number. So I'm just gonna try this technique. See what happens. Fred's been a baby for at least 18 years. I don't think it's changing anytime soon. Okay. Only 18 years? So how is projects going? So can you see that okay? I'm just double checking. I lost my scissors. I moved my scissors, so now they're over here. Put this back over there. Oh, I was gonna drink a drink of water. I didn't. So I'm gonna kind of say how he did this as we go along, if I understand correctly. So, and actually, it was kind of interesting. He does that diagonal pin stitch. He does it like he goes in like when you would do for a loop start, but then he goes through the middle like I've been doing. And he does the stitch, and then he does the other half, and then he clips that off before he does the rest of it. But yeah, oh yeah, it's in there good. So then he clips it off. I'm gonna use my tweezers and nail scissors. So I can hardly see. I can hardly see this. ecru, great start of color, right? There we go. I have these cheapy nail scissors and tweezers that are really bad, and I use them to cut my parked threads most of the time. So look at that. That is in there. That's secure. I think I would rather have it a little bit farther. So then he does the stitch, and then he parks it in the next place. So instead of doing that stitch right away, he'll park it. And since it was right close, he said he would leave a needle in there. And I kind of agree that's a great idea. So I'm going to grab a what do you call it? Needle minder and put a bunch of needles, put a bunch of pins on it. Wait, let's see. The cat toy is done, and she's playing with that. Oh, that's good. But I haven't done anything on the other toy today because my left wrist is being weird again. Oh, no. Is that just basic white, or is it like winter white? Which one, the fabric or the thread? The thread was ecru, which means it's off-white. And the fabric is winter white, or is plain white. It's yeah, bleached white. Scissors always go missing in this house. I always know where my X-Acto knife is, but I've been using my yarn. Yeah, see, my scissors, I have so many pairs of scissors and they're all over the house, so I know where all of them are. Well, yeah, it's kind of weird. So I'm gonna thread the needle, and then I'm just gonna put it down here, you know, stick it in the fabric so it's ready. You know, since I'm gonna do it pretty soon. Okay, so I did that stitch. Let's do this. Park. And then 822, there's a bunch of that. Oh, I get to stitch a bunch. That's on this side anyway. Nope, that was the wrong one. I moved the cart, so I picked up the wrong one. 822. It's another, oh, that's actually pretty. It's like a yellow beige, you know, beige. It's more of a yellow. It's quite pretty. I'm gonna cut some of these, so I'll pull a couple out. Oh, I just realized there's a piece of pink thread on here from the last project. Okay. I have not used that floss, obviously. I can usually tell because I don't have any ends hanging on there, or I've already pre-cut some.
Just I fell asleep.
You did. You're stretching.
Foot.
Uh-huh. What's wrong with your foot?
Your foot's really stretching.
Okay. Oops. Using my trusty little ruler to cut my floss. Oh, I put my floss back. That's great. And my, well, they're Chinese scissors. I've got a bunch of those. They're also all over the house. I have one in the bedroom by the plants, and I use to trim stuff off the plants. I have one in my sewing machine. I have one, yeah, I have those all over the place too. I have tape measures all over the house as well. Even on my keychain, I have a tape measure. So I didn't realize this was going to be so white. Sorry. Hopefully, I'm prepping a lot to get this started. So this one's got a little bit of stitch. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not I think he would just park it. Yeah, probably. I haven't finished watching the video for the cross-country part. Oops, I pulled that out. Haven't watched the cross-country part, which I mean, I pretty much could figure that out, but I wanted to try this more row by row type, see how I liked it. Okay, so that is there. And park it, and so I'm gonna hop over here. Okay, this is a bit fun, maybe. Oh, okay, now I'm back on the 𝐸crew. Okay, so there. I wish I could get Saga to sit on here. I just realized that. It's a bit interesting thought, anyway. So then it's going to go here. It's very similar to the Needle Ninja's snake method, but you're not snaking. You can, so like, because there's no stitch here, you can't stitch that. But if I had parked it here, then I could have stitched that, you know, I could have stitched that stitch. I'm testing out Cross Stitch Meadows diagonal method, which, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm doing this first diagonal here, and I'm gonna do a little triangle. I'm testing it out. See what happens. So now, oh, this one's got a lot of stitches. Nice. And this is where it was a little bit interesting. So he would go, so like, I would think, see, that's not how I would have done that. Sorry. I would think that, so this one you have 6 stitches. It's kind of a weird angle. And then you would think that you would just go back like Needle Ninja would do. But he would go and park it at the other side again. You know what's really interesting also about this is I've only watched the video once, and it's like, it's so clear to understand. I didn't have to watch it like 5 times to understand. So even though there's stitches starting here, there's another 6 stitches. In his tutorial, he says he would go back and park it in the first place where, you know, where you would, so he would park it here, even though it's ending over there, which at first I was like, well, why would you do that? But it makes it so that you're always starting in the same spot. So I'm going to leave the needles on because I might as well. So I'll mark that. And that's cool. So back to 𝐸crew. And let's see. Intriguing. Okay, and Dragon Lady says, what lovely long nail beds you have, Suzanne. Really? My nails are a hot mess right now because I'm so bad about putting hand cream on. Wait, did I do something wrong? Wait, I did do something wrong. Oh no, I just didn't mark that stitch. Okay, never mind. I was like, oh man, I messed up already, but I didn't. Okay, so now I'm going to take this one. This is the 𝐸𝐞𝐬. Hopefully I did this. Let's see. 1, 2, okay. I used to have like really long nails like all the time, but I do a lot with my fingers. Is that right? Let's see. This one goes there, and it's empty. Okay. I think I need a diagonal line, actually. Okay. And mark that. Okay. Well, it's kind of, it's intriguing. Okay, so now I'm going back to this 822 and hello, Ellen. Welcome in. I'm testing out Chris's diagonal method. We're trying it out. It's pretty interesting. It kind of reminds me of Needle Ninja, but not snake. It's like, yeah. Okay, so we'll test it out. Okay, so now I need 712. Yeah. Wait, there it is. I'm like, where's it's all white. You're converting your kingdom now. Oh, are you going to do this method too? It's really cool. I like the idea. I'm not doing the cross country. I'm trying the row by row first. I didn't have a chance to finish watching the row by row. I mean the cross country in the diagonal, which I think either way it's going to be good. But you know, like he said, you know, then you have to fill in the stitches, the ninja stitches, and that's kind of like, you know, like that's not fun. So I'm gonna try it. Yeah. So Ellen says, I had asked Chris a question since I normally stitch in the direction from the right to the left. What did he say about that? Because I noticed in his video, he mentioned that he didn't prefer it. So that's why I didn't start it that way, because I thought, well, I'll just go with what he said to start with. But honestly, what he was saying, I don't think really would affect going from right to left, because actually your threads will be parked in almost a better situation. That's what I started doing right to left, is so that my threads would be parked right, would be parked away from, so I don't know. Okay, so he said that, so the next one is down here in this diagonal. He said that it depended on, he would go about 10 stitches. The other one would be in the next diagonal, would be here. So I think it's not that far, so I think I'm going to park down here. I'm going to go with it. Why not? Because I'm not going to get over there anyway, and might as well. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So I'll take that out. Intriguing. So we get to see this, and you guys get to see this in real time. Okay, so now I'm back up here. And this one has, so let's see. If I need to stick with regular right to left, top to bottom, no answer yet. I learned this method from Karen the Needlebug. I did it for years until Royal Rose came. Yeah, because I think he mentions Karen from Needlebug. So I think that it won't matter. Honestly, I don't think it'll matter. I am going to convert. See, I have NECA Hotel and Pricks Everywhere set up on the right in diagonal. I was trying to do color flow, so I think I'll convert that to this, and I'll try it. You know, might as well try it.
Great person.
I actually think that going from right to left will feel
You're gonna poop everywhere.
more
Oh man.
natural, actually.
It's pooping.
Maybe.
It's Billy pooping. It was Billy's taking poop. Ew. You don't have to say it.
I didn't realize this is going to be so white. I didn't actually look. I did look, but I didn't like really look. I didn't pay attention.
You have to point at us.
So now, this is what's kind of interesting. So the next stitch
That's
in
not
this,
good.
let me mark these off real quick so I don't forget.
It's crisis.
So in this next row, there is 3 here and then one here. So he says you would put it here. And I feel like it feels not right, but then it also feels like yeah, it makes sense. So I'm going with it. I'm trusting the process. That's what I'm doing. And there's not a lot of confetti here, so it's not gonna be. So now this one. Oops. And that one has a needle. I left needles on them because I figured I'd test that out. I probably won't. I probably will just wax the threads. Let's see. This one looks a bit. Oh, it's that one. Okay. So now.
Far more. It's a sound. Really farty. Anything.
Okay.
Want to hear it?
And I can see where like you would do the cross country would feel like it would go faster.
Crisis.
But I think that once you get into the flow of it, I think it'll be fine. And as I said, when I did tent stitch, I did all of them. I did a lot of row by row, and so I'm fine with it. And my floss is kind of, let's see. Now, oh, I see. I hadn't watched. Okay, so Scanus says he does it right to left because the threads are less in the way. He also does snake method on diagonal cross country. Okay, so that I hadn't gotten that part yet. So yes, that makes sense. Yeah, see, I'm probably gonna try both of those. Scanus says I'm trying row by row on half diagonal. I have left, then cross country in the next. This is my first full coverage, so I'm trying all things. Oh, that's exciting. Which pattern are you working on? And then Ellen says I can use this row by row method with Kingdom because I have a lot of parked threads and it's difficult to navigate through and stitch them all out. Is also a thing I don't like. Yeah, I know. I think that whatever method you use, you get into a rhythm and it goes fast. Exactly. Also in the other direction, my diagonals go in the other directions. Exactly. And for me, I stitch left-handed, so
Shattered everywhere.
it doesn't matter. I stitch backwards ananyway, so
Crisis of
so this one
crisis of
is here.
farting everywhere.
See, I'm finding it's in the way. Like this is in the way, and I think it would not be in the way the other way. So then I need to skip over 2, and I should have left that on a needle.
Loser.
And I used to do this when I did the tent stitch. I would just leave threads on the needles and stick them in the side. Okay, so this is exciting. I think it's going pretty fast. I'm super chatty today again. And as I said, I turned off the auto moving part. Oh, that one's already threaded. And you can rethread the needles. I'm just testing this. So I get to do 2 stitches here. I think this coverage looks decent. By the way, the first couple of stitches I was like, oh, I don't know. But I do think it looks okay. And that can go over there. And park.
Uh-oh. Is that Billy doing?
And back to the 822.
Leif's gonna touch Billy today.
Let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're doing the cute crow. Okay. Let's see.
What's Leif do?
Siska says, also in the other direction, my diagonals are in the other direction. Exactly. And Fred's be right back. Scanus says, I'm doing the free chart from Stamp Stitch Club to see if I like cross country. It's the cute crow. Yep, that's a good one. And the thing that helped me most from Chris is him showing how to mark things on paper. You don't have an app. Okay. Well, that's no good. You got it. Apps are awesome. But yeah, you know, it's whatever works for you, to be honest. I 100% know that I would not be able to cross stitch if I wasn't using an app, because I have very poor eyesight and I need to be able to zoom in. Okay, so then this one's gonna go 5 and 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And park it.
One more.
Back to 𝐸CREW. Do you have an Android Scanist? Because if you do, there is a free download for both Cross Stitch Paradise and Cross Stitch Saga on Yogi's Facebook group.
Neck is breaking.
So there. See, that feels like it's counterintuitive to, there's a stitch here, but for me to go all the way back over here, but I kind of like the not having to think about it. Actually, I'm going back. Oh, yeah. I actually could have done that stitch. Okay, that's... It's hard to tell that this is 2 different colors. And there's 2 stitches here. This is where I kind of do wish I had I should use my ballpoint needle. Okay, I watched this video this afternoon. I do mark up on files, just nothing that highlights stitches. iPad, no Android. Yeah, I would definitely look at Cross Stitch Saga. They have it on iOS. It's a game changer, I think. I don't do Apple, so you know that's not. I don't do Apple, so I don't know. But from what I've seen, the app is super. It's better on Apple. There's more. It's been developed more. So I would definitely check it out. And I don't think it's. I mean, are you using Markup RXP? Because if you are, then you definitely want Saga. Markup is like, ugh.
It's just.
This one's getting short. So I actually got to stitch a couple stitches there. That's nice. And then, yes, baby.
He's means dishes.
What?
Can you hear it?
What are you saying, Biscuit?
He's
No.
means dishes.
No, it doesn't.
It's a dishes.
Nah.
It says dish.
No, it doesn't.
Dish means dishes.
Okay, does it? Are you sure? I think
means dishes.
I think you're wrong, baby.
It's fun.
He likes to pronounce words and stuff.
Mommy.
Yes, baby. I parked that in the wrong spot. I just realized. All right, that's good. It's needle still, isn't it? I kind of feel like I need the diagonal drawn in because I'm not used to working on the diagonal. So maybe, I don't know. I might use the fine tip one and draw it. Okay, so then this is gonna go 1, 2, 3. Right, okay. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What do you guys think about the coverage? And Clara says, I have the temporary paradise, but I must be doing something wrong because I couldn't get the pattern to save. It had a weird name and wouldn't save. Okay, so I don't know about the temporary one. I downloaded it. So if you have Android, there's a download file for it on Yogi's group, and it works great. That's the one I use. So I would recommend. So, okay. Oh, I didn't mark those last time, did I? Okay. I liked his thought about how it's a sense of accomplishment when you get the diagonal done, which kind of, yeah, feels like it would be that way. Like I'm almost done with this diagonal and I'm like, whoa, nice. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end up putting a new thread in here soon. You guys can see okay, right? It feels like when I look on my computer, it looks like trash, but yeah. My music sounds really loud too. Maybe I might have to turn it down. So what he said now is that when I go back over here, because there's no stitch over here and there's a stitch above, I can actually do this stitch. So I'll do that one and then park it here. I might actually make the yarn chicken here. Okay, let me. Okay, and a new thread. It's number 20. There's only one of those. It's kind of weird, but one thread. Okay, so no, I'm just using markup tools in a file app on my iPad just to mark off stitches I've done. It's hard to tell if it's good coverage or not because of the light color. Yeah, that's kind of hard. And Clara says, okay, I'll try doing that. With a lot of confetti, you need to have patience. I'm not having it. Have to run to the store. Bye, Fred. Oh, Fred's going outside. Wish him well. It's scary out there. Really, totally recommend. Oh, darn. I don't have that color on there. Okay, so we're skipping that color. It's only one color. I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, I've never had that color before, so yeah, well, it's fine. It's only one color, it's on the edge, so I can put it in afterwards. Well, that explains that. It seems pretty good from here. This is, the poly cotton thread is pretty thick, so it seems like it's covering pretty decently. So this one here is the first one on the next row. So I'll do that one, and I will park it, and it's going here. I see. I'm not afraid of parked threads. It doesn't bother me. Okay, so let me mark those. Okay, I really think I will not get four. I think I have 4 stitches. I don't think I'm going to get 4 stitches out of this thread. Maybe. Maybe. It's not too short. Oh yeah, it's fine. This is the last 4 stitches on this. In this color is 822, and this diagonal. I like the idea of you don't look in the other stuff. And then I can finish this stitch here. Oh, that's handy. If I can find, let's see if I can make it with this little tiny.
Greece, Mexico, Australia.
What about it?
It's a language.
Languages? What languages are you talking about?
It's Greece, Mexico, Australia, and Wiggles.
Oh, I just messed up something here.
Yeah, in Wiggles.
In Wiggles?
I just watched it, okay?
You mean, okay, so.
It's okay, I'm just.
What happened here?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine, Biscuit. It didn't like that. Alright, well, I'm going to pull that out because it's not right.
Ah, yes. Mommy, it's in Mexico,
Yes,
Greece, Australia is Wiggles.
Okay.
You know, for baby shows.
Yeah, it's for babies. You're right.
Baby shows.
Oh, this is. I think I pierced one of the other threads. Oh, Lord.
The suits.
I'm seeing if I can tighten that one. Oh, shit. Oops. Okay, there it popped. All right, there we go. I got it. I guess I pierced one of the other threads, which, kind of not optimal. Yep, I did start a new project. It is the Forest Friends by Cross Stitch Meadow. It's the one with the squirrel, hedgehog, and owl. Super adorable. And Fred says, I know it's 80 Fahrenheit 27. Oh man, Florida. 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 You're just Florida. And Busy Mom, I'm back. Did you start any project? And the one, and Ellen says that's the one you liked too. And I'm trying it on 18 count. And I also don't have one of the colors I need. So I'm leaving that square empty. So that color's done. Woohoo! Let's see. Okay. And then I can do a couple stitches in a row, so I'm gonna use my ballpoint needle. This is not right. Hold on a second. Let me get my
Christ. Jesus.
snag nabbit
Christ is wrong.
biscuit. That's enough of that.
I just cheat.
Ooh.
Hey.
We'll see if that works actually.
Oh yeah, I showered already.
You did. You showered. You're a good boy. Okay. So, Ellen, you'll have to tell me how you think the doing it from the other side works. And then I can do this stitch. So this is a little bit of an issue. You know how I made the outside of the box a darker color? I kind of can't see where I'm supposed to put the next thread. So let me turn the box, let me mark those. Okay, oh, that went bright. So the next one would be 3 down, 2 over. So it would be this right here is the next one. And that's done. Woohoo! Well, that's going pretty well. It's a lot of it is quite a bit of
What?
it is quite a bit of changes. It's not, you know. Okay, now we wait. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. Why is that? Okay, it's this one. So this one, and see, this is where I would be like, I would have just. Oh wait, maybe. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say I would have just done the stitch and ended it, but no, there's more. I just hadn't highlighted it yet. So I can do this one, and then the next one. So this is something that I want an opinion of. So this one will go way up here. Oh, I didn't park that other thread. So it'll go way up here. So my thought is I wouldn't normally do that. I'm gonna turn it around real quick. I want to just look and see how it looks. Oh, wow. So I'm not sure you guys can see that. Let me look on the. Let me zoom in a little bit. So that's what the back looks like. And these threads here, that's one of the ending threads. That's an ending thread too, or a starting thread. So these ones are like hanging out here. I guess it would still work. I do notice that you get a little bit of buildup because you're going back like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'm gonna continue anyway. Now I gotta make sure I put this back where it goes. I zoomed in a little bit more too. That doesn't look too bad. How does that look? Ellen says, in my mind, as diagonals are mirrored, I would do it from left to right in my diagonal, but then I might have closed holes. No, see, that's where I don't think so. So if you look at, so say we start over here, and let me get a pen real quick. This one will work. Okay, so say we start here, right? And so you start in this square right here, right? And then you stitch, and then you come back over here, you stitch here. Maybe you do, maybe you did this one here, and you parked it, and you did a couple here, and then you put it back over here. You're not in a closed hole. You will definitely be in an open hole. So, because here's your diagonal, right? Here's the diagonal. So every stitch would still be in an empty hole because there's no stitches over here, right? So this would be your empty hole because you're not gonna stitch opposite. So like if you were gonna stitch opposite, yeah, see, I think snake method would work. Definitely think snake method would work well. It makes more sense to me anyway. But then it's the same as snake method, pretty much. Hi, Mandy, welcome in. So do you see what I mean, Ellen? So you would be parking. So here's your cross. Here's your cross. So you would be parking in an empty spot. And that's what I saw in the reason why I started going from right to left was that when you park, your threads will always be away from your stitches. So I think, so if you look at where I've parked, I'm parked here. Let's see, I'm parked right here. And yes, it's empty, but it's not away from the thread. So I actually think that going from right to left would work extremely well. You know what I mean? Because your parked threads would be away from your stitches completely. That's how I have what I have in mind of it. Okay, so that one's done. I parked that. Let me turn my box back on. So yeah, that's an interesting idea anyway. Play around with it. Okay, so new color is 472. Does that make sense, or am I misthinking it? 472, and that one has a little. Oh, look at that pretty green. Ellen, look away. Look away. Don't look at the pretty green. That was very. I just thought about that. That was a very yogi thing to say. Look away. Look away. Oh, but I know Ellen doesn't like green. So Ellen doesn't like green, and I don't like red. So I guess, Ellen, I could stitch your green, and you could stitch my red. Hello, Fred. That was a quick store. Wait, that was a quick store trip. Fred says, gasp, red is the best color. Not if you are kind of olive complected. Or, well, it depends on the red anyway. It has to be a blue red for me to, I'm like, oh. Yes, this is a pattern from Chris from Cross Stitch Meadow. Fred, can you put the link back in the chat again? If you would, my awesome fake spousey moderator. Neighbor drama happened, so I went back inside rather than accidentally ending up involved. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. And I noticed that I'm not really in the frame. Let me double check. I moved it to show the other side. Is that better? Yeah, it's in there. Okay. Thank you, Fred. You're the best. Alex has his headphones on, so he didn't hear that.
Jesus Christ, I'm not a hobo.
What, Alex?
I'm not a hobo. It was Wreck-It Ralph's voice.
He just said he's not a hobo.
I'm not a hobo.
You're not a hobo. Okay.
Wreck-It Ralph saying.
From Wreck-It Ralph, yeah. Okay, so I'm like way over here now. Okay, so then this stitch, since it's the last one on the row, I can stitch this one. I'm not a hobo either. It's from Wreck-It Ralph.
One.
From Wreck-It Ralph 1, he says.
Ralph is not a hobo.
Yeah, I favorited a bunch of them too. I was like, oh man, they're so cute. Okay, so then I'm going to park this. The next place that it's available is right here. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I actually think this is kind of fun. I'm enjoying it so far. Let me double check and make sure. Oh, wait. Does that look okay? My eyes are a little funky. Okay. So park and mark. Okay, and we've got 3 stitches left.
Ralph's not a hobo.
You're not a hobo either, baby. Okay, so another green for Ellen to enjoy.
Ralph saying.
580. Wait. What? Oh,
Yes.
580. Hello. Are you a hobo?
Huh?
Are you a hobo?
No.
I'm like, wait a minute, there's not a 580. And of course I was on
You're
the...
such a whack-a-mole.
You're a whack-a-mole.
It's Wreck-It Ralph saying.
And Wreck-It Ralph says it, yeah.
That's not funny.
Is this some kind of whack-a-mole? Do you want to watch that tonight? We can watch it later. Biscaboop. Bic Bic? Or do you want to wait and watch it this weekend? We haven't watched that in a long time. I haven't turned my TV on in okay, so I'm going to read this here. What's strange to me from Chris is that you work from left to right, but stitch the diagonal from right to left. So I was just thinking the mirror diagonal, I would need to mirror my start position too. Park and mark sounds good. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have, Clara says, okay, I'm going to have to ask, since I haven't known Fred's for long, is he truly a guy or is it a nickname even though she's a gal? He's a guy. And then we have another friend named Freddie on the game, and we call Freddie Freds, and Freddie's a girl. But she named herself after her dog. Her dog's name is Fred or Freddie. So it's very confusing. I usually on the game I call Fred Leah, as in Princess Leia. I'm trying to get him to stitch. He's gonna stitch. He just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, I'm kind of playing with this idea of I think, see, oh, this needle's not, this needle, that needle's not working to pierce the thread, my ballpoint needle. So I watched another guy doing diagonal, and I think that actually both Needlebug and Joyce had commented on this guy's video. I don't remember his name now. Sorry, I did save it, but I don't remember offhand. And he did diagonals. He did diagonal stitching also, but it was. He started on. He started. No, actually, he went up and down. So he would do do Danish, go up and down Danish style. Okay, so then this one. So this is interesting. So for me, this stitch right here, I would stitch it because right, yeah, blitz stitch. That was the one. So I would stitch this one, but I'm gonna be a good girl and not stitch it. Look, my first diagonal's done. He stitches vertical diagonals. Yeah, I tried that, but it didn't really work for me. But I did try it. So, and then we can bucket that. So there, we finished the first diagonal except for that one stitch. Yeah, I can't get to my cabinet. I'm gonna take a drink of. I think the coverage looks pretty decent. I mean, it looks like it would if, yeah, it's fine. Clara said, "Oh, that's cool. So, do you stitch Fred or only crochet?" And Fred says, pretty much anything crafty. Suze is trying to get me to stitch, but I have so many projects to do that." And Ellen says, "Blitz stitch. He stitches vertical diagonals." Busy Mom says, "I do diagonals, but by block. Just curious, do you know how I could do that in Saga? Would I have to draw it?" Okay, so if you were, so so you do a whole block, and then you go to the next block. Am I understanding correctly? So like you do this block, you do this block, then you maybe go this block, then this block, this block, this block, right? He said no, you won't get diagonal lines. So, and I probably won't because this is Ada anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. 1 second, I just got a message from Alex's dad real quick, so I'm going to mute you guys for a second. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so Ellen, drive safe, and we'll see you in a bit. Busy Mom, yes, you do it like, I think Yogi did a video like that. She showed how to do that. So in Saga, you just move your box. You make a 10 by 10 box and you just move it. It works great. So you just make your 10 by 10 box and move it. So yeah, I was just, we were discussing birthday plans for the birthday boy who's going to be 18. I'm still not ready. I'm not ready. Okay, so now I'm going to move my box. Which I need to adjust it. We'll see how that goes. I just lost. Oh, okay. Actually, because I didn't think this through very well. So Busy Mom said, yeah, do it that way. I was thinking maybe doing 2 blocks. You maybe mean like two blocks high, or 2 blocks, or 4. Because you can just make your box bigger. You know, you just move it out. So I misthought this. So I put these threads here thinking this was the first, but it's not. It's up here. You know, I'm gonna mark the diagonal because I'm gonna get confused if I don't. Sorry, it's birthday plans. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna be at his dad's house instead. Okay, so let me look at this real quick. And in Saga, you get like a little sawtooth line instead of, and it's actually more useful because you then don't have to guess which stitch you're going to end up in. You have to, you know, so this will, there. Oh, that's easy. That'll make it easier, right? So Busy Mom says, okay. Oh, okay, I'll try that. Were you here a bit ago when I was showing the screen on the Saga app? Because if not, I can, I'll get Alex to bring me the other phone. I can show you on the phone. It's charged by now. Maybe if he's listening. Okay, so rethinking this, these stitches that I parked, I actually might have to repark. So this one here, yeah, see, I don't know. See, that seems like it's got really far to go. Okay, well, we're still doing it. So this one's supposed to be, oh wow, it's far up here. So it's going to be the 3rd stitch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's going to go there. And this one, let me mark that one real quick. Because I wasn't thinking quite properly. Oops. And then the 𝐸𝐸, oh, that's really far. Okay, we're going with it. See, okay, so the 𝐸𝐸 would go way over here. But if I did snake method, I could just go back and forth. Well, we're sticking with it, right? Okay, so you didn't see that. I can show you real quick. Let me put this where it goes. So that one should be there instead. That's really far, but we'll, you know, we'll go with it. And then let me check this other color. And that one was fine. And that one's fine. Okay, those ones were fine. It was just those two up here. Okay, so hold on a second and I'll get my app out. I'm just repositioning my bootay is getting a little bit uncomfy. Let me move the lamp. I'm gonna, let's see. Oh, it's really zoomed in. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this is what I have now. Let's see. So I'm working in this diagonal now. You see? Okay, so I'll show you on a different pattern. I'm trying to think of one that has a square that's easy to find. Let's see. Okay, so here, one second. Let me make this darker so that you can see the square better. Okay, so it's really zoomed in. Sorry. Yeah, so it's really zoomed in. So here's the square. So let me change the color of that because it's really blue, so you can't really see it. Let me change it to like that. Oh, there you go. That might be better. Let's see. Skegness says Chris only carries it no more than 15 stitches. More he ends the thread. It's a compromise how far you want to carry and how often you want to start new threads. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so here you can see it's a 10 by 10 square. So see these little arrows? So you've got these little square, these diamonds. This moves your square around, right? So then these move. I moved it so let me make sure it's in the right spot. So these ones would make your square bigger, and then you can lock it by, I'm just making sure it's in the screen. This right here. So that removes it. That makes it movable. And that locks it. So now you can't move your square anywhere. So you just make your square however big you want to make it. I hope that helps. I don't know. I can do a better video on it later and then upload it because that's easier because what I do is I do a screen record. Let's see. I might turn this down a tiny bit. It's pretty bright. Yeah, so okay, thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad that helped because I wasn't really sure. So yeah, okay, good. It's like crooked. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's crooked in the hoop. That's why. Okay, so yeah, you could end it and start it over. And with the way I end and start, I don't really have a problem with that so much. So it wouldn't bother me. But I didn't think ahead. That was the only issue, really. So we're going with ecru again. I didn't realize there was so much just beige here. Sorry. But I think that I would have. It's still within 15, so I guess it would be okay. But maybe, yeah, it's something to consider. I love Saga. Saga is just awesome. So I get to do 2 stitches in a row. Woohoo. Okay. Okay, now going to do that. And then this is the next one. Oops. I'm actually looking forward to maybe trying this the other direction. We'll have to see what comes up. Have you ever tried putting a non-full coverage in Saga? Yep, no problem whatsoever. As long, if the pattern is pattern keeper, you know, if you can use it in Pattern Keeper, most of the time it will work in Saga. Let's see, and then I'm going to put this 3 down, 3 across. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's there. Back to ecru. Which pattern are you thinking about? It depends. Sometimes the ones, like, for example, from Etsy are a little dodgy, you know. It depends. Like, Chris's worked great, but some just absolutely do not work. And it's really irritating. Some actually don't even work in Pattern Keeper. That's happened to me, and that definitely is irritating. So then 822. Where did I thought that was 822. Wait, I might have made a mistake. Let me double check this real quick. They're all beige, so it's kind of hard to tell. No, that was right. Okay, that was right. Okay. All right. Yes, thank you, baby. Alex, can you go get the phone for me now?
No, it's not.
It's not done yet. Okay.
My neck hurts.
Your back hurts. What's
Neck.
wrong?
It's
Your
neck.
neck. Okay. Well, maybe you should go and rest it then.
Which way?
Are you just complaining about your neck? All right.
Okay.
I will say that let's see, I might have to try it out. I just don't want to pay for mark up RXP anymore, and a whole lot of non-full coverage and markup. You can always, honestly, you can get a hold of me and I can test it out. I can test it out and see if it works for you. I can convert it and test it and then send you the convert file.
Oh, I just had cookies yet.
No, you had cookies already.
I'm just eating.
You're eating, okay. All right, biscuit.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
I'm trying to eat it.
you're trying to eat it, okay. Little cookie eater.
Eating cookies.
Yeah, he's not been able to eat, like, even gluten-free.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine, baby.
My
Yeah, it's yours. He's before, you know, even gluten-free stuff made him crazy, so we were really careful. But now that he's older and he's more settled, it doesn't seem to affect him as much. So we've been kind of adding some, like, gluten-free foods to him, a little bit more sugar. He's never been able to eat sugar, but it's fine. It seems fine now. a little bit. We're trying to not overload him on it. So now he wants to eat cookies all the time.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah. You're okay, Biscuit. You're okay. Okay. And I guess you have iOS then. Do you not have pattern? You don't have Android. If you don't have Android, then you wouldn't have Pattern Keeper, right? I don't know. I don't like I just wouldn't use iOS. Oh, sorry. Oh, yawn. You have an Android. Okay. Well, you can download Saga for free. You just like Apple. Okay. So in the group in Yogi's group, I uploaded APKs for both pattern or Saga and Cross Stitch Paradise, so you can test them out on your Android. You wouldn't be paying for anything. You could try doing conversions and test it out. And from what I have seen, I think that and I don't like saying this because I do not like Apple, but I think the iOS version of Saga looks a lot better. It's got a lot more stuff for it, so I would go for it. So I think he said that as long as you didn't have any stitches, you could do these ones, and I'm going to do them so I can end this thread. 3. Oh, it's so short. Really playing some thread chicken here. Use this. This fabric is a bit more solid than the DMC Ada, I think. I'm finding I need to use the sharper needles for the pin stitches, but it's fine. It's working. Oh, it's white thread. It's just white. Okay, so let's mark those. And that's done. I want to cut this off. I'm going to take a drink. Okay, so I've only used it to convert my full coverage, but I'll try a non-full coverage. Some of the things you might want to think about is, like, for example, Lola Crow, the last sal from last year, before they did a PK version, it was really hard to convert it to Saga. It worked, but it took a lot of messing around with it, like changing colors, symbols, and whatnot. But then the PK version was released, and it converted not a single problem. So it just depends on how they chart it. I had a
I'm just gonna have
Barbara Anna, didn't work. It was like,
crispy chips.
yes, okay, you can have crispy chips. The Barbara Anna didn't work at all.
Rice, dude.
And I have a Bothy Threads, didn't work. So it just depends. Okay, so now we're back to 822. See, to me, it makes more sense to do snake. I'm gonna keep going at it. I'm giving it a try. Three. And counting is not my strong point, obviously. It's the same colors. We'll just go with this. This square here is now, well, it is this color, but I think this one over here wasn't. I think I didn't count enough of that ecru doing my yarn chicken. Oh well, it's fine. And then that's gonna go back.
Are you a garden snail?
No, you're a garden snail.
There's no garden snail in my house.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. This is 5N. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where the crosshairs would help. But I found that sometimes they got confusing with the, on the Saga app, with all the diagonals and all that stuff.
Garden snail.
Okay, so mark that. And, oh, I get to start a new thread. I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Does it seem like it's... I think the coverage looks decent. Let me look at it a little closer. Put my head in the way. Yeah, I can't tell. I took the magnifier. Actually, through the magnifier, it looks good too. It looks pretty good. I'm okay with this. And as I said, like the Bossy Threads didn't work, but then it didn't work in Pattern Keeper. It was like I had to mess with it so much to get it to work, even work in Pattern Keeper. It was so disappointing because I love the pattern, but it makes me not want to work on it. And Renee says, I have 241 stitches already this morning. Guess I better get some chores done or the whole day will be all play and no work. Thanks, Suzanne, for the demo and have fun. Thank you for coming and hopefully you get your chores done and things will be smooth and you can play later during Yogi's stream. I'm not even sure how long we've been going. I can't see how long it is. It's been a while. But I'm enjoying it. I think that I will go, let's say another half an hour. And then I can go make dinner. Because the kid, he's just snacking.
With chips.
With chips, yeah.
Dinner is hot dogs.
No, I'm making something special, Big Big.
Which one?
It's gonna be rice.
Rice and?
Yeah. And
So-
meat.
Meat, yes.
Yeah.
Cut to meat.
Yep. It's white meat.
Huh?
It's white meat.
Meat is mommy's cutting.
Yeah, I'll cut it up for you.
Alex eats meat when it cuts.
Yeah, that's good.
But not too big, just cut.
Yeah.
Just knife.
Okay, okay, I'll do it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, baby. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's crunching on pork rinds. It's very loud in here. So I wasn't sure if you guys could hear it. Alex, chew with your mouth
No, I
closed,
can't.
little
It's
baby.
not working.
It's not working. What's
It's not working to close it.
Okay.
Okay, I was not.
You're okay,
I
sweetie.
didn't want to close it.
Okay,
yet.
don't close your mouth then.
Don't
Don't
tell me
close
to
it. Don't close it then. Oh wait, that's. Oh wait, okay.
Okay, I'm just
Okay,
eating
that's
it
right.
faster so it doesn't open.
I got distracted by the crunching.
But I know it's right. I can't close it. It's
Okay, yeah, you're fine, baby. You're fine. Baby. He's gonna get mad at me soon. Okay.
Be nice.
You are a
For
nice
Alex
boy,
Bergen's
sweetie
birthday,
boy.
turn 18. It's so
Yeah.
big to grow.
You're gonna grow some more. No, I think you're pretty close to being done.
Is it tall?
You are tall already. Okay, Alex.
Watch.
Alex,
Is it taller?
taller. Are you gonna get taller?
No.
No. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm just growing up like
You're
Tobias
on-
Bergen.
Okay, you're already taller than Daddy.
I'm taller than Tobias Bergen. The sizes.
This is
My
our
head.
our
Same
adult discussions here.
sizes.
You know. So now you can probably understand why I sometimes struggle just to speak English, because this is a
Just
weird
sniffles.
English. Okay, so I can, oh, no, we can't do that one. Let's see how many stitches I've done. Only 77. Okay, well, I only did 77 so far, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of fun. I'm gonna check out the cross-country one. I think that for this, like what I'm doing right now, I think cross-country would have made more sense. Wait, I didn't mark something. Okay, I didn't mark that. Oh, see, I'm getting confused now. They're all the same color. Okay, and then, no, that's right. Okay, no. Okay. One, two, three. 1, 2. Okay, well that was, I got confused. Which one's 𝐂𝐫 and which one? Okay, so I guess that one's done already. Let me, they're really similar in color. I didn't want to start, what do you call it, Red Rock Mystic, because I thought it'll all just be air stitching, and so I thought I'll do this one, and what do we get? Air stitching. but it's not too, I can see it pretty well, so I guess we'll see how it goes. But now I'm not starting Red Rock Mystic because I have started this one.
So the next Xbox over here at the TV.
Yeah? That's your Xbox. Well, it must have been over 3 hours now. Oh, yeah, it's not quite 3 hours. That's right, I started at 3:30. That's pretty good. You see, this is where you would leave the needle. If you left the needle in, it would make more sense. And what I used to do when I did tent stitch, I was doing like snake method, I have a few, not a lot, but I have a few ballpoint needles, and I would just use the 3 of them or whatever. So there's that. Wait. See, oh no, okay, that's right. I just... Okay. Got confused again. I'm confusing myself. It's not too bad. So I can do this one because it's at the end. And then this one's 2 over here. There. Mark that. Okay. I don't know, is this making sense to everyone? It's kind of interesting. See, I think if I did snake method, see, I would go back down here and I would do it like the needle ninja instead of going all the way back over here. But we're gonna go with that for now. I'm trying to be good girl. Oh, I could have actually stitched that one too. Oh, good thing I left it in the needle. Working on this 18 count is really nice. Though I will say the holes are kind of smaller than the 20 count. Or they feel smaller than the 20 count. Which is kind of odd. This would be like when Gemma has her hot needles. When I was doing my Heaven Earth, my 𝐂𝐫𝐸 last year, I would just leave the threads on the needles and I'd let them hang because they stay on there pretty well, and I would just let them hang off and then pick them up. Because I did a lot of, especially in confetti areas, I did a lot of snake method. I found it easier to do it that way instead of cross country, and tent stitch just was not fun. A little bit of cross country if there was not a lot of stitches, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. Okay, and that one's going here. So Claire says, I'm thinking about soaking my stiff 20 count to see if it shrinks to 22. So cotton has a unless it's pre-shrunk, which I'm guessing it is, but there's sizing in it, so that's why they get stiff. So when you remove the sizing, it will appear to shrink. If it's not pre-shrunk, then it's about 10%, 10 to 15% on cotton if it's not pre-shrunk. And that's usually what when I'm measuring out warp for weaving, we do 10 to 15% for shrinkage. And then there's also what's it called in English? Crimp, mole, and inveigling. Okay, so take up and shrinkage. There we go.
This is orange.
And I've been teaching weaving in Swedish for over 25 years, and so I had to remember what the term was in English. That's pretty funny. I love languages. So here we go again. 𝐈𝐴. I don't think it's going too slowly. I feel like I'm getting it's systematic, and I guess once you get used to it.
Pinching? Kick. Is it fun?
So then here I can do this. See that feels really far. I don't know if I like that. Have to see how it looks. And you could try, so if it's what do you call it? If it's sizing that is making it stiff, then it won't matter, it shouldn't matter what temperature you wash the fabric in. But if it is, but if it's not been, if it's not been shrunk already, then you can, see, it's hard to say because cotton, cotton can withstand very, very hot water. So we usually, on weaving, like if you look at a weaving thread, which is essentially, like this is woven, the threads are what we would have in weaving. And we usually would say to wash, you could wash it up to 60 degrees Celsius. So, because, those threads are color fast, the weaving threads are already treated, color fast, and everything. And in my mind, it should be fine. If you know what I mean. Skinna says, I think you're going to like the diagonal cross country. Yeah, I think so too. I think that I'm definitely going to try it. I like this, but I also feel like when I took my thread way over here, that felt unnecessary. I would have just snaked back. So I think that this method, but snaking, would actually also work. You know what I mean?
He's got a welding tool.
A welding tool?
I'm watching.
Okay, what are you watching?
Shrek 3. That's
okay.
A man.
Yeah?
A man grinding Shrek's toenails.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that
silly.
part. Yeah.
Excel.
Okay, and then here,
Pulling the
1, 2.
dangers. That was not a good idea. It hurt. Pulling the out. The hairy nose. That's Shark and Fiona fitting the giant club. That was so perfect. 2, 1.
Yeah, I'll take a watch of the rest of his video
2,
and see how that works. I kind of get the idea. I'm enjoying this also. I just feel like there's a couple of little things that I would do a little bit differently, maybe. It's like if you were gonna, so for example, if I was going to do snake method here, I would do this stitch, and then the next one, so the next one on this row is here and here. So to me, parking it here would seem, oh, but you know what? I know why. Okay, no, I see why. So if I did that, if I parked that there, then the holes would be full. You know what I mean? And so then it wouldn't be nice. Oh, that, okay, yeah, I get it. So we go back to doing it the way it's supposed to be. And this is parked wrong. Yeah, that's parked wrong. Let me fix this one. Okay. So there was method to the mountain. And do you see why it wouldn't work? Because like we were talking earlier, Ellen and I were talking earlier, if I put it in there, then there would be no empty thread. So Ellen says, I'm back, and I found my answer with Kieran, the needle bug. If you start from the top right corner, diagonal, it's starting left to right. Yeah, exactly. You would start, yeah. That it's the opposite. So I'm glad you're back, because I just figured out why snake isn't going to work. Because if I was to, after I finish that thread, come up here as in snake, then that thread it's taking up a hole. Where in tent stitch, because you only are doing half, you wouldn't have that same issue, because the tent stitch, when you came up, you'd come up here and go there. You wouldn't need to worry about that. So, okay, so that makes sense. So, saying that, yeah. Okay, so I get it now. I get it. Okay, so yeah. Interesting. I'm not sure I'm explaining myself well enough, hopefully. Okay. Oh, we get a new color. 3047. I think this will be my last one. I need to go and start dinner. It's 8:30. I've been eating at like 8 o'clock at night. Okay. So what I was saying, okay, let's go back to, this is the one I just parked, right? I just finished this one. This one's up here, right? That one's there. And no, so if I was, try to thread it from the right end of the needle. So if I do that here, and I put that in here, so I guess this one would have been over here also. But then when I went to go do this stitch, this would be in the way. And I think that that's the reason why I didn't do snake method, royal rows, full cross. Because I remember trying to do that, and it was like, I was irritated because the floss was always in the wrong spot. I think, yeah, then it's closed in. So this way, by going back over here, you're not closing in your stitches. So if I'm thinking correctly, if you start on the right side, you can snake because it would always be in an empty spot. Because, so if you go here and you snake, you would be parking away from your stitches. Maybe. I think it's something to test out. I like thinking like this. It's kind of, yeah, that's what he says in the video. Okay, so I haven't, yeah. I was just like, I only watched it a little bit, you know, I only watched it once, so I haven't really like double, you know, made sure I understood. I usually watch things a few times before I decide. So that's why I'm following this to the T, because I understand the rules, so I know what to do, and that's why I'm not going out of, you know, out of the yeah. Leah, can you put his YouTube channel up also, just in case somebody doesn't know? It's in the description, actually. I put it in the description. Skenis says, yes, that's what he says in the video. It's nice because it's in chapters, so I can go back to certain chapters. And Ellen says, the part of closed and open holes is difficult for me to understand. Okay. This is the video from Karen. Okay. Ellen, you can't post a link because you're not a moderator. But one second, because I trust you, so I'm not. Let me do this real quick. Whoops. I'm reaching over. Here you go. There you go. Okay, now you can post a link. There you go. Okay, so that's Karen the Needlebug's video on diagonal parking. If I understood correctly. And I will put that in the description when I finish the stream. I'll add it into the description. So that's really good. That's really good. Let's see. Okay, so this is a new color. It's kind of yellow, which is nice. Skenis says, got to go walk the dogs. Good luck with your experimenting and happy stitching. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you were able to make it, and have a good walk with your dogs, and hopefully see you tomorrow. I'm going to try at the same time. You know, I think Thursday I need to go to the weaving studio. I've been putting it off, and I think that I will do that. So, but I'll probably go in the morning, so I'll try to be back before 3 on Thursday. So just so you know. Ellen says there, she explains the 4 different corners and each leg start. Thank you. That's a great idea. A great idea to look at. I always start bottom left leg. But I know like Gemma, she does hers top, which also kind of keeps your thread out of the way. So, you know, it's all like, it's all what you know, what feels right to you, I think. But as I said, I enjoy testing out things. So, you know, I'm very much into figuring out efficiency. Yeah, I do also think that I might like the cross-country method. But like, okay, so for example, oh, that's really exciting. I'm going to try that. If I was on a really heavy confetti part, doing it row by row would make it lay really nice and flat. Because that's what I do when I do 10 stitch. I go row by row because otherwise it's all icky looking. Okay, that's not it. Okay. Oh, that was supposed to be my last thread, but I keep going. You're okay, baby. You don't have to keep saying you're sorry.
Tomorrow.
You want food tomorrow?
It's for school.
Yeah, I'm gonna make food in a little bit. I'm almost done, okay?
Really happy.
You're really happy. Okay, I'm glad you're happy, baby. You are a good boy, yep. The repeating of everything. This is our day. Yeah. Oh, and Ellen said, Aaron. I read Scanist and Ellen. Okay. I still need to wash my mirabilia. Didn't have time today. And try a supersized Mexico. You will know the confetti. You know I'm doing a small Stitch is So Beautiful. Not the mosaic heart, but the sailing under the solar eclipse. I'm telling you, the confetti is unreal on that. I just was like, whoa. And you know, I haven't been stitching full coverage very long, so I'm still learning. Let's see. Oh, I get to do some stitches. I marked that one already. The color changes it's very subtle, but it's also kind of pretty. Well, this, you know, Chris has a really good eye for color. Oh, I don't know if anybody looked at his Facebook, his real Facebook. Oh man, his watercolors are just stunning. I was like, oh wow. Just yeah. I wish I could draw sometimes. I can't. I can cross stitch and I can weave. That's good enough for me. And then that will go there. It's getting a bit short, so it'll go that way. And I kept saying that, okay, that's the last thread. Famous last words, right? Okay, so Ellen said, I have it with the cat on the branch too. I have more super, yeah, I know, it's difficult. I love your projects. Because I fell asleep this morning, I was thinking, there was something I needed to watch, and it was your floss tube video. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll put it on before Yogi stream. I always watch it on Mondays too, and yesterday I was busy doing stuff, so I didn't get a chance. Oh, I know why. I was doing my own. I was uploading mine, which was taking me longer than I wanted to. Okay. Oh, look at that. I think that looks pretty good. The coverage is decent. There's that one spot that's missing, but I have to get the thread out. Fred says, I'm here, honest. Yay, a new Smurf. Yeah. Okay, so I think I will end here. That's 3 hours. And I want to keep working on this. I will, because I still will need to do my 500 stitches. I actually haven't looked at the stitch count. Yeah, it's 40,000 exactly. Oh, I like that. So I only did 114. But that's not bad. That's not really that bad, considering I finished another project. So, and we did a lot of explaining and a lot of exploring. So I think it's not bad. My butt is getting tired. Yeah, a nice even number. Yeah, that's nice. So I've done 114 stitches. So I have, do the math. I can't. Alex, what is 500 minus 114?
Nope.
Not today.
Nope.
Yeah, you can do it. Do it for me real quick.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
No.
500 minus
Not
144.
today.
All right.
Not today.
Jeez. Okay, well, I can't do that in my head. So, Uncle Fred says, hi, Alex. Hi, Alex.
Where's
Uncle Fred.
Who's Uncle Fred?
Who's Uncle Fred? Thank you, Ellen. I don't do
I
math.
am not Uncle Fred.
No, Uncle Fred's saying hi to you.
Hi, Uncle Fred.
Go like this and say, hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Right here, the camera's right here.
Switch it up.
Go like that. You want to switch it? Okay, hold on a second.
Well, who's Uncle Fred?
Who's Uncle Fred? Hold on. Okay. Say hi. There's... Wait, my hand was in the way.
Hi.
My biscuit. Okay. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Okay. Let me switch the camera. Back around. Okay. Oh, and
Is it me?
look at your face.
It's me? I'm wearing shark pajamas. An ogre PJ. I'm wearing ogre PJ.
Oh, you're funny, biscuit. Okay. Okay, everybody. Enough show and tell.
I'll pull your ears and turn into ogre.
Look, Alex. Look, Alex. Everyone's saying hi to you.
Hi.
And say bye.
Bye-bye.
His voice is so deep. Okay. Thanks a lot, everybody. See you later. He is so cute. He's adorable.
You like his mommy?
Yeah.
Can I pull your ear and make it Shrek's ear?
Okay. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.